Hello everyone. This presentation is based on the topic Entity Relationship Model or ER model. The ER model was originally proposed by Peter in 1976. The Peter proposed it as a way of unifying the network and the relational database views. ER model stands for the Entity Relationship Model. It is a high-level data model. This model is used to define the data elements and the relationship for a specified system. It develops a conceptual design for the database. It also develops a very simple and easy design view of the data. Is ERD or Entity Relationship Diagram. An entity relationship diagram is a snapshot of the data structure. In ER model, the data structure is portrayed as a diagram. So it is known as entity relationship diagram. The ERD or entity relationship diagram is a detailed and logical representation of the entities, associations, and the data elements for an organization or a business. So for a good database design is essential to have an entity relationship diagram. Next is the basic components of the ER model. As you can see, the ER model has three basic components: entity, attribute, and relation or relationship. Now let's look into the first component, entity. An entity may be an object, class, person, or place, and it is represented as a rectangles. As you can say, the employee is an entity, so it is represented in a rectangle box. The type of entity is weak entity. Weak entity is simply known as when an entity depends on another entity, then it is known as weak entity, and it is represented by a double rectangle. Now let's look into the next basic component, which is attribute. The attribute is used to describe the property of the entity, and it is represented as an ellipse shape. For example, the ID, age, contact number, and name, etc., can be the attributes of the students. So, if the student is an entity, the attributes like age, contact number, name, etc., which describes the properties of the entity. There are four types of attributes: key attribute, composite attribute, multi-valued attribute, and derived attribute. The first one is key attribute. It is used to represent the main characteristics of the entity. The second one is composite attribute. It is also an attribute but composed of many other attributes. The third one is multi-valued attribute. It can have more than one value, and the double oval shape is used to represent this. For the best example of multi-valued attribute is that if a person can have more than one phone number, so it is a best example of the multi-valued attribute. The last type of attribute is derived attribute. Derived attribute is an attribute that can be derived from other attributes. If we say age can be a derived attribute, because age can be derived from the date of birth. Date of birth is another attribute of a entity like a person. Uh, the uh, the other component of the ER model is relationship. A relationship is used to describe the relationship between entities, and the diamond or rhombus shape is used to represent the relationship. There are four types of relationship: one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, many-to-one relationship, and many-to-many relationship. Now, first type of relationship is one-to-one. When one of the instance of an entity is associated with the relationship, then it is known as one-to-one. There is a one-to-one relationship between the entities. For example, a female can marry one male, and a male can marry one female. That is the best example of one-to-one relationship. The next type of relationship is one-to-many. That is when only one instance of the entity on the left and more than one instance of the entity on the right associates with the relationship, it is known as one-to-many relationship. The best example is a scientist can invent many inventions, but the inventions is done by the only one specific scientist. That is the example of one-to-many relationship. The third type of relationship is many to one. When more than one instance of the entity on the left and only one instance of the entity on the right associate with the relationship, then it is known as many to one relationship. When we look into an example, the best example is that a student enrolls for only one course, but a course can have many students. That is the best example of many to one relationship. There will be the student can only enroll for one course, but the course will uh, have many students. It's a many to one relationship. The last type of relationship is many to many. When more than one instance of the entity on the left and more than one instance of the entity on the right associates with the relation, then it is known as many to many relationship. For example, in an organization, an employee can assign by many projects, and projects can also have many employees. There is a many to many relationship. So, in the conclusion, we can say that an ER model gives graphical and diagrammatical representations of various entities, its attributes, and relationship between the entities. It also helps in the clear understanding of the data structure and minimizing problems. So that's all about the ER model. Thank you.